Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I'm here with another fragrance review, and today I'm reviewing two new fragrances from the House of Authenticity, and the fragrances that I am reviewing are going to be Tobacco Boss and Romeo Blue 2.0. So first, we're going to go over Tobacco Boss because I think that's the most anticipated one, and I did the first impressions on these, and this one changed the most from first impression to now. So, we have Glam Dong with us today. He's just chilling with Mama. This one, when it opened up, there's a good amount of freshness. You had a little bit of that eucalyptus, the bay leaf, the bergamot even kind of came out. So you had a good amount of freshness, kind of added to like a sandalwood, vanilla, a little bit of honey, but the freshness was really there, really evident, really present. And in fact, what I feel like I need to add this part, people that bought this have messaged me and they're like, oh, you know, this is a lot more fresh than I thought it was going to be. And I'm like, why don't you write me back in 30 to 45 minutes and we'll talk again. But once this dries down, and I'm going to explain this to you, I'm going to explain how I know this for certain. This turns more into gourmand territory. So the honey and the vanilla and everything kind of mixes up together. And I'm sure you guys have already heard of this, but it kind of turns into this maple syrup. And here's how I know. I got out of my car at work. I don't work like that close to my house. It takes me a while to get there, and I don't spray right before I leave. So I got to work about an hour after I applied this, and I applied way less than I put like with a designer. So I don't think I got to a double-digit spray with this, and don't get near that. Don't spray more than, I would say, you probably get away with 4, okay? But don't spray more than 4, okay? I went to work, I get out of my car, someone's walking out of the building. My car is not parked inside of the building. I work at a pretty big facility. So I open the door to my car, I'm getting out. He's coming out of the building, and then he sees me as he approaches the top of the stairs. That's how big of the difference in location of where we are is. He's at the top of the stairs, and I'm not even at the bottom of them yet. I'm still in my car with the door open. Once he gets down the stairs and passes me, he's like, when I opened the door, I was like, huh, I smell something. And then once I got to the top of the stairs and saw you, I was like, must be Sarah. That's how strong this is. So like, I don't mean to like just jump into performance, but he was talking about how he smelled pancakes, which makes sense because when you think about maple syrup, you think about pancakes. So that was the first one, and I was like, you know, I just thought it was a one-off. Everyone at work commented that day. I mean, everyone. Typically, maybe 1 or 2 comments. Everyone said something. A lot of times they smelled me before they saw me. So I would be walking into a room. I wouldn't see anyone yet. And they would be like, you guys smell pancakes? And yeah, so I work with mostly men. This seemed to actually do better with women. So women seem to really like this. I mean, to be fair, women tend to like sweeter scents and gourmands and stuff like that. So that's what it smelled like. Performance is a beast. One person told me that he thought this was the most potent thing I owned, and I owned some heavy hitters, so that's telling you something. I do think that this is a very unisex fragrance because I think anyone could wear it. To be honest, the people that I think are going to like the smell of it the most are women, but I think if you would like to appeal to women, you could wear it. So I think anyone could wear it. Like, I really don't think it leans in any direction, and I think anytime you want to smell potent, anything that's playful, you could wear this for. I wouldn't go formal because, again, like, it says Tobacco Boss, but really I'm getting a lot more of the sweet notes. The tobacco is in the background, so I actually don't think it leans masculine. I think it's really right down the center. So anywhere that you just want to wear something playful, I think it's perfect. Season-wise, fall, winter. This is such a banger in terms of performance that like I would really keep it for fall and winter. And I would definitely reach for this if I was doing anything outdoors because it's guaranteed that everyone around you is going to smell you with just a few sprays. So if you're going somewhere playful, festival, anything like that, which I actually like to do a lot in the fall and winter because it's not too hot, this is definitely what you should reach for. And again, if you buy it, you and whoever you want to share it with, anyone can wear it. So it's kind of nice specifically for that. Compliments, you're gonna get compliments. This one actually gets more compliments from women than men, but everyone will comment on it because it's so funny, because everyone's like, I'm kind of in the mood for pink. I could hear that before I walked into the room. It was really funny. But yeah, the potency of it is really, it speaks for itself. And then the price I'll talk about at the end, but I want to talk about Romeo Blue because I believe they are the same price. So I honestly think if you're looking for something that's really right in that gourmand territory, some women may say that this is unisex, slightly leaning masculine. I don't smell that. I actually feel like it's right down the center. Depends on who you ask. A lot of people have already bought this because they were pretty excited about it, because Authenticity does make bangers and they're usually really strong in performance and really easy to wear scents. This one is definitely easy to wear, I will say. If you buy this in the opening, you're like, oh, this is kind of fresher than I want it to be. Wait for the dry down. It's going to turn into that sweet honey, light tobacco, kind of gourmandy, creamy fragrance. So don't get too overexcited to say, hey, this is too fresh. Now, if you do want to talk about too fresh, Romeo Blue 2.0. I like this one a lot. The one that I was more excited about initially was Tobacco Boss, but if you guys know me at all, I love a fresh fragrance. I feel like I should give you kind of the notes in this because it'll kind of explain this, but I also just want to talk about what you smell. For me, this is a really fresh fragrance, but it has a good amount of sweetness too. So it's playful while maintaining the freshness, and for me, that's a hit. So the notes you're gonna smell, which I don't feel like are anything near Romeo Blue original. So if you have that one, this is not redundant. The notes that you have in here are bergamot, orange petitgrain, black pepper. It's not too much black pepper. And then you're gonna have jasmine, neroli, and patchouli with geranium, and then white musk and amber. So what you're gonna smell in this is some citruses, clean florals, not, a lot of you won't even be able to really distinctly pull out florals, if I'm being completely honest. And then like a nice, clean, sweet musk. And it's amazing. So a couple of times that I wore this, I forgot what I was wearing. And then I was like, man, that smells really good. I just kept getting wafts of it throughout the day. Now, it's not as strong as Tobacco Boss, but for a fresh fragrance, this is a fresh fragrance that I would reach for in the fall and winter easily, because I have. There was one day that I had a lot to get done. The first thing I had to do was get a haircut. I went to the gym. I had errands to run. I wore this all day and it was really refreshing. But because it's cold, I do like the added sweetness that it adds. So if you're looking for something fresh and sweet, which I think a lot of you are because it's just so easy to wear, Romeo Blue 2.0 might be my favorite from the house in terms of fresh and sweet, next to Silver Luxe, because I think Silver Luxe also has a good amount of sweetness. That one is obviously creamier. They're not redundant at all, but I feel like both of them are must-haves from the House of Authenticity. And Romeo Blue, the original, it was good, but it wasn't like this. This is like really good for me. Fresh and sweet. In fact, like to me, this is a really versatile fragrance, but if you're a woman and you're looking for something that you could wear, I know it says Romeo, and I know that it definitely leans masculine, but because of the sweetness in here, I just think that it's going to be really hard to dislike. Performance on this is really good. It does not compare to Tobacco Boss, but if I'm being completely honest, I don't think I own anything that compares to Tobacco Boss. It's just so potent. But I think it's amazing. I mean, because of how strong they are, he already guarantees that you're going to get at least 12 hours of performance. I smelled it all day. I got an arm's length of projection for quite a while. I think anyone can wear this. It's going to lean a smidge masculine. I mean, I feel like take that with a grain of salt. If you care, okay. If you don't, I don't either. It's a really enjoyable thing to wear. I would wear it anywhere. I think it's so insanely versatile. I would maybe keep it to casual, but to be honest, the nature of this fragrance, you could easily dress up. I think you can make it an all year round work fragrance easily. The only time I wouldn't wear it is maybe to a date night because I'd wear something darker, or to a nighttime formal event. Anything else, I would easily reach for this. And I would even wear it. Club banger, I'd probably go with something sweeter, but if you're going club banger in the summer, if that's even a thing anymore, like I'll probably reach for this because it's definitely going to give you that projection, and it's nice and it's fresh. Season wise, I know it's probably meant for spring and summer, but because of the performance and the added sweetness in here, or the sweetness in here in general, I think you could wear it all year round. I really don't feel like you'd have a season where you couldn't wear it. Compliments, fresh and sweet, that's going to be compliment getting DNA. People like it. Like, it's really hard to dislike something like this. Price. So I believe these typically go for the 60 mls go for $39.99, but I think he still has a 10% off sale, so you're gonna end up getting a 60 ml for $36, and they're really potent, and you'll probably have a hard time finishing an entire bottle of them because of the fact that, like, with this, like, again, 4 sprays, I wouldn't go more than 4 sprays of Tobacco Boss. You could do like 7 to 8 with Romeo Blue. Romeo Blue is really inoffensive, and I think if you overspray it a little, you'd be fine. You could get away with it. So price point is really, really good. I really like this house. Again, I really like indie fragrances. I think he did a really good job with these, and I know there's another one coming up that you guys are all going to really like, and I think it's going to take off really quickly. I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't know if he's like going super public with it yet, but I really like where he's taking the house. I really like the price point that he has all these fragrances at. I think they're an amazing value. If you guys have tried either one of these, comment down below. You already know people read the comments to see what other people's experiences are with these fragrances. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like this video if you liked it. Be subscribed to my channel. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop new videos. Thank you Authenticity for sending me these awesome fragrances. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.